Holy cow. I almost broke my fingers trying to scroll through all that, Marty. Good Lord. You got one post I agree with. We're going to have a black swan. It's coming. We know what it is. Right? You guys know what it is, right? Yeah, the black swan. It's going to start when Kamala Harris is president in August. Might start before then, honestly. And of course, the big event you've been programmed for. That's why you're so scared. Because last night your news feed was covered with some guy named Paul Whelan returning to America. And he's going to face some questioning, but his name has already been coded in your mind to remind you of two phrases. The apocalypse is number one, and number two is Kobe Bryant. So you feel scared right now, and you should know, you know, that the reason you feel so scared is because your brain has been programmed with a language. Do you understand that? Your brain has been programmed with a language, and that language was just hacked. That brain was just hacked last night when Paul Whelan came down. And they've been hacking that for a bit to let you know the apocalypse is coming, Kobe Bryant is coming. One of these terms that's not here is that July 19th, July 19, Blue Screen Day, is an anagram with the opening of the seven seals and just as many of these ciphers, which is how the apocalypse begins. Why, there was a viral video of Donald Trump grabbing a woman's drink last night and messing with the seal, or 2 nights ago. The CrowdStrike, Blue Screen Day, Justin Timberlake arrested. And the thing is, you actually already know what the Black Swan is going to be. You already know. You expect this. In your brain right now, you may not realize it, but your subconscious has been hacked. You already know that the emergency broadcast system is going to go off. You know the seven seals are about to be opened, that the apocalypse is going to start. In fact, you even know we're in kind of this Kobe Bryant has died phase, and that pretty soon we're going to see a pretty big calamity. In fact, you know exactly what that calamity is going to be. It's going to be an alien invasion. And numerous people were paid by the United States government through covert means to actually get on X and YouTube and tell you that all the things going wrong with the world, pipelines exploding, all types of stuff, all the earthquakes, all the stuff that's going to happen with planes, that has happened with planes. It's a result of aliens from planet Nibiru. Yes, that planet is getting closer to Earth. So you've been hearing about this, and this is real. This is what the Black Swan event is going to be. Kamala Harris is going to be president in August, and then aliens from planet Nibiru are going to invade. And you're going to believe that all happens because they're going to attach a huge natural disaster to it. And then they're going to tell you all this climate change stuff was actually to cover up that planet Nibiru was approaching. And that's also why they were spraying all the chemtrails. Isn't that great? But yes, you know what the Black Swan is going to be. So one of the pillars, right, because 2 towers fell on 9/11, one of the pillars is the East Coast. The other pillar is the West Coast. One of those is going to go down with a pretty serious natural disaster, quote unquote. So, we've got Hurricane Debbie approaching the East Coast. I've talked about that. So if that does end up being a Black Swan event for the East Coast, and Kamala Harris does become president, kind of marking that transition, the West Coast needs to watch out because you're the next pillar. And the big pillar, the big 9 in the 9/11, the 9 is a giant wave. Behold a pale horse, behold a white wave, like a giant wave, kind of looks like a white horse. That is a large 9, like how when a wave curves. So one of the towers is the East Coast. One of the other towers is the West Coast. We have Hurricane Debbie approaching right now. I think that could be a Katrina-like situation, or maybe what comes after that could be a Katrina-like situation, and I think that's going to be a big warning, especially if Kamala Harris is president or becomes president during that time. The West Coast needs to look out for their pale horse, which I'm referring to as a large wave, a large weather event. So that is going to be, and then they're going to tell you that the approaching planet Nibiru, their gravitational pull and maybe they don't like us, they're doing stuff on purpose. They're going to tell you they've been causing all the problems with planes. They've been causing all the strange explosions, like the one in Sterling, Virginia. Okay, so I'm mostly making this video just to let my followers know. Technically, I've got a lot to update. To maybe dispute some of these. I had a video where I said if I didn't get, right before this local top got put in, just a couple weeks before, I gave you guys some time, and I said if we don't get to 5K, I'm not talking about, the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 and my opinions on whether or not they've topped. And one of the reasons is because that takes a lot of emotional energy. Right now, I really just kind of enjoy getting to be with the crowd in FinTwit, just seeing what you guys are saying. Because I've done this before so many times, the perfect Apple quad witching rotation. Boom, boom. NVIDIA, perfection, 3 for 3. We'll see when Upwork gets going in that video. But it takes a lot of, emotional energy. And I'm fine with doing that. But, I kind of tell you guys what's going to happen in the stock market so often, right? And when we look at some of these, right here, a lot of the prophecies are coming true. And this is why I say stuff like, I'm not going to be talking about if the NASDAQ or the S&P 500 have topped until I get 5,000 subs, because it takes some energy. Let's listen to this.
Teams practice the 2-minute drill. A day like today, FinTwit stuff. T-bills! Not on the paint anymore. You've been watching too much basketball. They ain't got people in the paint anymore. You've been watching too much basketball. You've been listening to too much fucking Drake. Bitcoin is listening to Drake. Bitcoin was in the paint. Wave A, places the wave B high. Wave C, that was the paint. You gonna throw fucking elbows in the fucking paint. You fucking bitch. Now Bitcoin's listening to Drake. You ain't listening to Drake in the NASDAQ. You're in the fucking paint. You're listening to Waka Flocka, bitch. You got to listen to Drake. For 6 months, what the fuck did you do? Did you get long gamma positions? No? Did you compound premium? Did you load a stabilizing bucket? Maybe diversify? Some value? Nah. You're in the paint right now. What the fuck does that mean? That means wave A, place of the wave B high, has been met. You're between the 100% to 161% extension of the length of wave A, place of the wave B low. You're in the fucking paint. You listen to Waka Flocka Flame. Because these fucking bitches, these fucking snakes, they're gonna be all over your dumb ass. They're gonna be all over your fucking dumb ass. Hey, it's time to buy UVXY. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. Wow! It's time to buy UVXY. I don't need long gamma positions. Well, I don't need long gamma positions. I gotta buy UVXY today. Go buy UVXY, you fucking bitch. You're in the paint. You're either buying UVXY and you're about to get fucked for the next 7 months, or you got hedges to neutralize. That's it. throw elbows, you can talk shit like me, or you can go listen to fucking Drake and cry like a bitch.